asking me about hand signals. What hand signals do I use? I'm not super picky about what hand signals you use, but I wanted to show you some of the most common ones and the ones that I use in different contexts with my dog to mean different things. So the first one, of course, is sit. Everyone's like, what do you use for sit? A lot of people use this, yes, to mean sit. A lot of people also use this sort of like this, yes, good girl, to mean sit, like, you know, put your bum down on the ground. The movement that I prefer, actually most of my hand signals, follow in line with what I'm doing when I'm luring. So I'm luring the sit like this, right? And so what I do for my sit hand signal is this. Yes. Okay? So it's this that tells the dog to sit. Once again, stand. Yes. Okay? Just like that. So that's the sit. Down is pretty straightforward. Almost everybody, when they start teaching down, it's that, right? Because that turns, you know, you're luring the dog down. And many people start with this having to go all the way down. If you're doing that, and you have to go all the way down with your dog in the hand signal, what you want to do is go just this far. Yes. And then they lie down. And then eventually, you know, higher and higher up until you can just do that. Yes. And the dog lies down. So that's one of the hand signals for down. When I'm at a distance, what I like to do is I will actually use the traditional distance obedience down, which is this. Yes, good girl, okay? Just the hand up. When I'm teaching that, what I do initially is I'll have two hands. I'll have the one that I do this with, and at the same time I do this, and then the dog starts to see both, and then they see just this, and they start to lie down. So that's how you can incorporate that. I don't recommend that that hand way up be the only hand signal you have for down, because if you're in a small space, this is really the most convenient, okay? For stand, I typically just use this. I'll do this. Yes, good girl, okay? Which is this, kind of moving towards me. The stay hand signal, pretty universal. It's just this, which is like a stop signal. For come when called, I do this. Okay? Or often what I would do for come when called is I just do this, right? Which is different than the hand signal for stand. Stand is this, sit. Come when called, wait, is this. Yes, good girl. All right? At a distance, again, my distance hand signals are a little bit different. At a distance, I will do this. Come. She hasn't yet quite learned that one, but that is the one I use for distance recalls, because from a long distance, the dog can see this much better than they would be able to see something like this. Good girl. So in competition obedience, that's the common recall hand signal, right? And just this. Okay? So that's the recall hand signal. You might have seen me just do this just now. This is my wait hand signal versus stay. Wait means hold on a second. I'm going to do something else with you. I'm going to call you to me or ask you to do something else. Stay means stay where I put you, how I put you, usually until I come back to her to release her. Okay? So those are the basic hand signals. To review again, sit, down, stand, girl, stay, and come. All right, those are the most common hand signals right there.